nervous because I'm here now.
Welcome in, everybody, to another episode of 410 Sports Talk. I'm Glenn Martin here with my co-host James Haskell, and we are here to talk about a new addition to the Ravens roster as the Ravens bring in tight end Jerell Adams to help fill out the room now that Jacob Breeland has opted out.
Big roster moves going on here.
Yeah, I mean, we did a video predicting some of the roster moves that they might do because we did kind of expect them to at least add one tight end with Breeland going out. And we were expecting maybe a veteran that has worked with Greg Roman in the past. This guy's kind of off the radar. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I was disappointed, but not surprised.
Yeah.
The Ravens just doing Raven things and not overspending, not overextending themselves. Look, I'm going to go out there on a limb and I have no information on this, on a conspiracy. I think that two reasons they could assign this guy instead of going after somebody for a little bit more money, like a Delaney Walker. Who knows how much he would have fetched, but certainly more than this guy, or a Jordan Reed. But I have two hunches.
Okay.
Number one, they are believers in Charles Scarf, and I think you mentioned that before we kicked it off here, which could be a good thing. Number two, they could be leaving a little bit of money in the piggy bank for old AB. Just saying.
Oh, my goodness.
But I'm not a huge fan. If you want, I can run through his stats here. There's not too much to write home about.
Yeah, go ahead. Let us know what he did.
Sure. So your boy Jerell Adams, in 30 games played, has a whopping 24 receptions, 214 yards, and 1 touchdown. Essentially about the production of Lamar Jackson in 3 quarters and more touchdowns.
Well, so basically, I guess what we're saying is that fans should not expect this to be a move to where he's going to make much of an impact.
Yeah.
Frankly, I'd be surprised if he made the roster. I think this is
Right.
more of a camp body move. Now, there were certain, I believe Josina Anderson may have tweeted out that the Ravens were looking at Delaney Walker, but also Jordan Reed. And then very shortly after that, we heard that Jordan Reed signed a very incentive-based deal to go play for the San Francisco 49ers, who, as you mentioned, Jimmy, are having some contract issues with their own tight end, the best tight end in the league, George Kittle. So my question to you, I guess, is, do you think they were in on the Jordan Reed sweepstakes, if you will, and were outbid by the Niners, and that's how they ended up with Jerell Adams? Or do you think they were never considering the often injured, often concussed Jordan Reed, and this was just coincidental timing?
I think it was coincidental timing. Very coincidental, but I don't know. I think that if that situation would have been the same with Delaney Walker, I think that Delaney just fits better for the void we have to fill.
Yeah.
As far as what he can do and what he's known to do in his career in comparison to Jordan Reed. So, no, I don't think so. Honestly, and I mentioned this as well, while not much of a threat Jordan Reed is to George Kittle, I think it was a little bit of a sign, or a little bit of a statement to George Kittle to say, hey, look, there's other guys out there, just saying. We realize they might not be you, but they can be the second best looking person on the block, and we're all right with that. So,
well, I'll tell you what, if the Niners are relying on Jordan Reed to be anything this year, then I'm afraid they may be disappointed. The most he's ever played is 14 games in his career. We mentioned he's had a lot of battles with concussions that are obviously unpredictable and how long they take to recover from. Yeah, I mean, I look at Reed as being mainly a receiving threat, not really a dual threat tight end. I don't think he's going to bring you much as a blocker. But look, I mean, you go back 5 years, you can find a good year from him. But that's a long time ago. So, yeah, but I don't want to talk too much about Jordan Reed. He's a Niner. But as far as Jerell Adams goes, I think he's just that. He's just a body. He's not a guy that's going to come in and contribute. I think this more so says that the Ravens are very confident in Charles Scarf and in Eli Wolf, that one of those two guys can get the job. I would be very surprised if Adams makes the team. I would also be pretty surprised now at this point if they bring anyone else in. I mean, how many bodies do you really want to keep throwing at it? So I'm a little surprised that they didn't bring in a guy that's worked with Roman before. But with that said, let's be honest. We're very strong at the top with tight end. 1 and 2 with Andrews and Boyle. they're one of the top duos in the National Football League. So as long as there's no injuries, I don't think we'll really feel the miss Hurst, and I don't think we'll miss a lot of these guys terribly. But if there is an injury, boom, now that position's a whole heck of a lot thinner, and maybe Jerell Adams has to play a lot more. So it's going to be interesting to wait and see how it all shakes out. But right now, I would predict Adams as being right on that bubble.
No, I'm with you too. And this is what I will say. I just figured out why we signed Jerell Adams. Sitting here thinking about it. Because we traded one South Carolina tight end go, and we just signed another one. He played his college ball at South Carolina, and so we figured, might as well just fill the void, let one go, and bring another one in. But, I think it'll be interesting to see if he's in the rotation. I think that Scarf's going to be the third guy based on, the things that are going on right now. He knows the system has a leg up and has been here for a year. So you guys give us your thoughts. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to give us a like, and we'll keep you updated on the Ravens. But let us know what your thoughts are around the tight end position. There's a lot of intrigue going into Jordan Reed and Delanie Walker. We came out with another guy, a 27-year-old SCU guy, Jerell Adams, and we'll see what that turns into. But make sure to hit that button as I mentioned. We'll talk to you guys soon.
See you.